Okay, so Imogen, the seventh essential of good research is a bit controversial. It is that good research builds on existing knowledge and actually does as little research as possible. Now, if you are working in a research agency, that seems a bit odd to say. Why do you think that that's important?
Well, I think there's a few things. I think, first of all, so often we see things or we get briefs where you feel, surely this must be already covered, someone must already know this. Do you really not know that topic? And actually, going back over what we already know can help us find the right question or a more interesting question or a more specific question that's going to help more people in the business, rather than just being recovering familiar ground or going over the basics again. And actually, if we can start from a point of what we already know and build on that, I think we get to a much better place. I think too often we sometimes think we've got to start everything from scratch, and that's not always true. And sometimes there is a lot to be learned from what we've already done and what we know before.
Do you think that there's a tendency sometimes for researchers to over engineer their approach?
I think there can be. I think sometimes as researchers we can get so focused on the methodology and very detailed, perfect analytics or the perfect screener or the perfect matrix, and sometimes things feel just a bit too complicated and we can lose sight of the bigger picture and lose the wood for the trees compared to what we actually want to know. We can get a bit over engineered, a bit over complicated, and then if you have to do a lot of explaining to explain why the results are what they say they are, no one's going to understand it. It's not going to travel in the business. It's not going to go outside of the research team because it's going to be too hard to explain to other people.
So simple can be best at points.
I think so. I think sometimes simplicity is what we really need.
Beautiful.